Hi, everyone. This is Sarah from Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. Hopefully, you're off to a great start. We're here to discuss the energy for the week from January 26th to February 1st and what it has to tell us. We're in Aquarius season, so there's definitely a look to have a higher vision for where we're headed and where it is that we want to go. So take a look at what it is that you want to start doing for yourself. The time to act isn't quite yet, but it's time to start thinking about the vision and to start thinking about what it is you want. So like always, we're going to start off with each of the signs. Pay attention to your sun and rising sign. What do each of them have to tell you about what it is that you can expect this week? So like always, we're going to start off with Aries. So Aries, your card this week is Shapeshift. It's time for you to change course. It's time for you to shift and do things differently. And maybe even shift who it is that you are or who it is that you present to the outside world. The person that you've been has served you and it's served you well for specific reasons, but you might be feeling that you're a little stalled. Things are going to be starting to enter your sign here this year. And so it's going to give you some momentum, but first you need to figure out who it is that you want to be. You don't need to have all the answers right now, but you do need to start to change and shift and figure out what it is that you want, who it is that you want to be. So Aries, this week start to shapeshift. Taurus, your card is self-esteem. Taurus, you're often known for your stubbornness, and that may be preventing you from fully getting in touch with yourself and who it is that you are and who it is that you want to be. Self-esteem is something that's a little bit different. Self-esteem is being confident and loving yourself. And really, you need to tap into Venus. And Venus is in Pisces right now. So this is a really good opportunity for you to do this, for you to look at yourself and really get in touch and love yourself for who you are. Build that self-esteem. Love who it is that you are. And if you don't like who you are, you can always do tasks like mirror work, or you can find ways to truly begin to start to love yourself. So self-esteem is the big thing that you really need to start working on this week. Gemini, your card is initiation. You have been going through some shifts and some changes, and you're going to start to see some of that coming to fruition, or you're going to be starting to see the beginning phases of what it is that you're working on. Those seeds that you've started to plant are going to start to come to the surface a little bit. Initiation can also be this is a time where you see where the issues and the problems potentially are and what it is that you're doing. It's like a rite of initiation. You truly want this. Do you really want this? The universe tends to test you and make sure it's something that you want. Do you want this? This is a time of initiation. Pay attention to what it is that you want. The signs that you're getting doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to get it, but it is testing you to see if it is what you want. So, Gemini, this is a time of initiation. Cancer, your card this week is Shadow. It's time for you to look in the dark and the depths of what is going on in your life right now. In the shadow lies the key to you opening up and truly seeing what it is that you want to do, who it is that you want to be. A lot of times, our shadow can be a really scary place for us to go. And so, a lot of times, we avoid it. Doing the shadow work is truly where the magic lies. It's where things can start to come to fruition. So, Cancer, you need to start looking at what it is that your shadow is telling you. What is it that comes up in those dark moments when things aren't going right? What do you think about yourself? What do you feel about yourself? The shadow is going to give you the answers, so pay attention to what the shadow has to tell you. Leo, your card is the gift. There is a gift that is out there that is starting to come in for you, but you may have to do a few twists and turns first. As I said before, the universe likes to test us and see what it is that's going on. Are you truly ready for this? There may be a test, there may be that initiation point for you before that gift can truly be revealed. Or maybe you already know what the gift is, and it's a matter of accepting what it is. A lot of times when we go through challenging things, there can be a gift that waits at the end for us. And sometimes we don't always notice it or recognize it until we're in hindsight. But there is a gift in there for you. So pay attention, look for what the gift is. It might not come right away. It might not even come this week, but start looking for what that blessing is that comes out of the situation that's going on right now. Virgo, your card is love. So this is about loving yourself. You can be really hard and really critical with yourself, Virgo. This is a time for you to love yourself exactly as you are. Throw away the criticism. Don't worry about it as much. The South Node is currently in your sign, but the opposite sign is Pisces. And Pisces is the season that we're going to be coming up in a month or so. And Venus is already there right now. So it's a really good opportunity for you to tap into that higher sense of self, that higher sense of love, that unconditional love that Pisces can have if you work with the light side of it. So work in the opposition this week and see what it is that comes up. How can you truly begin to love yourself? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. That's what you need to work on. So pay attention to how you can love yourself best. If you already love yourself, great. If you don't, like I said before, this can be a great opportunity for things like mirror work or other things that you can do so that you can learn to love yourself. Libra, your card is Ascended Masters. This is a time for you to tap into that higher sense of yourself or those higher beings. What do those people have to teach you? This is a time for you to really tap into the relationships with the people that you have. Are they working and serving your highest purpose? If they are, great. If they aren't, what are they there to teach you? Everybody is here to teach us something. Pay attention to what your teachers are telling you. Even those people that we might not consider our teachers are here to teach us something. We are all students here in life school. This is a time for you to truly look at what it is that you need to learn and what are these people showing you. So pay attention to what you are being taught this week. Scorpio, your card is activation. There are things that are going on around you. You're being activated, you're being pushed in a new direction. And sometimes we don't pay attention to the little tiny poke. But this is an opportunity for you to pay attention to the little pokes before they become big, tense aspects. This is a time for you to look at what it is that is triggering you, what it is that's activating you, and try and work through those triggers and those activations so that you can be ahead of the curve, so to speak. This isn't a time for you to sit back and relax. There's still work to do. Even if you have been doing this work for years, there's always work for you to do. It's like peeling layers of an onion. There's always something that is going to come up. Just when you think that you have taken care of one piece, another piece will all of a sudden take its place. This is a time for you to pay attention to what your triggers and what your activations are, and how can you work with those so that you can best implement some sort of self-care or healing work so that you can resolve them for the better. Sagittarius, your card this week is grief. This is a time for you to let that grief out. Don't keep it bottled up inside. Allow the grief to come out, allow it to speak. Grief can often hold us back from becoming that best version of ourselves. And a lot of times it's because we don't want to let go. It's important that you let go. And this could be even in regards to a person who has passed, or it could be in regards to a situation. Either one works. But pay attention to what it is that you've been grieving. Why have you been grieving that? How can you let that grief go? And it may mean that you have to do some serious work with yourself or with another person so that you can start the process of letting that grief go. But grief, all it does is keep us stuck, and you don't need to be stuck. Now, if you have recently gone through a loss, then grief is definitely okay. But there is a time that can be its most productive for you. So how and what do you need to do so that you can move past that grief? Pay attention to what your grief has to tell you and let it come up. Capricorn, your card is open heart. This is a time for you to open up your heart. Allow yourself to connect with other people. It can be really easy for you, Capricorn, to bury yourself in your work or to bury yourself in the trajectory of moving forward. This isn't a time for that. This is a time for you to open yourself up to the possibilities, open yourself up to experiences. You might not have all of the answers. That's okay. You may need to get in touch with somebody else, and that person may have answers that you need, but they might not have all of the answers. So open up your heart, see what possibilities have to tell you, and just kind of roll with that. See what it teaches you, see what it has to say, and then you can go from there. Aquarius, yours is healing tools. There's a lot of things that are in your sign right now that are activating you. And Mercury is going to be entering your sign on the 27th. This is an opportunity for you to utilize those healing tools or think of what healing tools it is that you need so that you can progress and you can start to embrace that vision that you have for the future. What do you need to do so that you can get there? Once you have an idea of what tools that you need and what work you need to do, then it's time to actually sit down and do the work. So, Aquarius, utilize your healing tools this week and see what comes to the surface. And Pisces, yours is devotion. This is a time for you to devote yourself, whether it be to yourself or whether it be to a practice. Either one works, but this is a time for you to truly listen to what it is that your heart desires. What is it that you need so that you can be the best version of yourself and so that you can truly be the person that you are meant to be? So, everyone, again, I'm Sarah from Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. Hopefully, this has been helpful for you. I would love to hear from you. If it resonated with you, feel free to comment below. I would love to begin a dialogue with you as well. You can find me at www.soulheartintuitivecoaching.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. I hope that you enjoy your weekend. I hope you have a great week. Remember to be kind, to be compassionate with other people. Everybody is going through something right now, and take that into consideration as you move forward. Choose your words wisely. Again, I will talk to you soon. Bye.